Chapter 2. The Mirror of Seeing, the Light Reflected from Waves and Stillness. After the mid-morning sun had swallowed the silence within the great hall, a voice rose softly yet clearly. King Melinda spoke, his eyes glimmering with the light of inquiry. In what you both have said, I see likeness within difference. Yet I still wonder, why do humans perceive the same thing differently? Why does one see the waves, another the sea itself, and another only its reflection in the mirror of water? If truth is but one, why then do our visions of it diverge so greatly? Venerable Ngasina joined his palms and answered in a tranquil tone. Because the eye of the heart differs. O great king, truth is like the sea, ever still in its depth. But when the wind of thought blows across it, ripples arise upon the surface. So it is with the mind, when touched by ignorance and desire, the reflection of truth quivers. Thus, most see only the ripples of their own minds, not the true sea beneath. Parmenides listened for a moment, then spoke with a voice steady and certain. In this, I see the beauty of your metaphor. Yet I hold that whether the surface stirs or rests, the sea remains the sea, unchanged. That which truly is cannot be altered by the shadows or waves that seem to veil it. The shadow may move, but what casts it never does. Therefore, true seeing lies in beholding that which does not move behind all appearances, not in chasing the shifting reflections of time. Ngasina smiled gently before replying. You speak rightly, that truth does not change. Yet to realize it, one must pass through the waves and reflections. Before knowing they do not touch the depth, as a man standing on the shore will never understand the sea's depth unless he dares to step into its waters. Knowledge that sinks into the heart differs from thought that merely gazes from ashore. To see with true wisdom, one must be both still and moving at once, still enough to behold the unchanging, and moving enough to understand change. Parmenides regarded the venerable monk with deep respect. I admire your words. You speak of motion within stillness. I see stillness within all motion. Perhaps we speak of the same truth, only in different tongues. Ngasina smiled again. Truth itself needs no tongue. The light shines always. Only the waters differ in how they reflect it. Some see it as shadow, others as gleam, but the light itself never changes. It is only the water that moves. King Melinda then spoke softly. How then shall we know whether we see the true sea or only its reflection? Ngasina answered clearly. When the seer and the seen are no longer separate, then what is seen is real. Parmenides nodded and added in his calm, resonant voice. And when what is seen is not bound by time, then it is the eternal truth. Those words echoed through the hall like the sound of waves gently meeting the shore, fading into perfect stillness. Only the reflection of the sky upon the polished stone floor remained, serene and luminous. King Melinda gazed upon that sight for a long moment before murmuring softly. Perhaps both stillness and motion, both being and void, are two mirrors of the same truth, flashing for a brief instant to remind us that the light has never left the sea of knowing. In that moment, the sunlight and the cloud shadow mingled upon the marble floor, weaving a pattern as delicate as a painting of truth itself. No further words were spoken, for all three knew that true understanding sometimes arises not through speech, but through still awareness of what light and shadow reveal. And in that silence, truth shone brightest of all. To be continued in Chapter 3, The Waves of Time, on Being and Cessation.